definitely not bamboo. You're thinking of the same Molly I knew.
What?
He said, this is what Molly grows, bamboo. No.
It's not bamboo.
An awful lot of split wood.
These fences are solid though.
These are fields, or little fields.
Yeah.
That they planted.
Is that brown and black one?
Oh man, good old sewers of Williamsburg. Original sewers.
We're going to the governor's palace.
Palace tour or the garden.
Palace tour gardens.
Yeah, it's really hard. Well, I'm a foreigner here.
Or just standing here, you should not be, because I am all three of those things, and that man means us to us great harm this night. Now, if any of you listened to the alarm last night, you know that each and every one of us was robbed. And if you'd like to know what was taken and why it was taken,
Stand
you
back.
join me in averting yourself from that tyrant's game. Then there is a need, isn't there? There's a need in the people and within the people to protect themselves from tyranny and from oppression. And the very whiff of insurrection can cause this entire city to be turned upon its head. And so I tell each and every one of you, if there's no possible insurrection, we would know about it if there was. And if there's no possible invasion, because we just put down the Shawnee 6 months ago. I know you don't put down the Shawnee once, but that was 500 miles away. I guarantee you the Shawnee are not marching and ranking in file and marching on the city. That is not their style. I grew up next to them. So if there's no insurrection, there's no invasion, and there's no riot happening, well, perhaps we're the riot. Never thought of that.
Everyone's standing around listening to a bar.
But if there's none of these other options are possible, what does that possibly mean the governor has as far as the intention upon us? He receives what? Pure responsibility for our protection? Or is that...
Saying that it's the governor's fault that all this is happening. He is here for our protection, sir. So I say that if he's ordered the powder out, it is for our protection.
Let us surmise. What in the world? All of you here are not here for some idle transient reason, are you? You are here to know what is happening in your home. Now, I ask each and every one of you here, genuinely, honestly, why do you think the governor removed the powder?
It doesn't matter why the governor removed the powder. He has every right to move it if it is safer someplace else. And with the actions that have been taken lately, I don't blame him.
The actions that have been taken lately, madam, is to protect Virginia.
From what?
From him, madam.
He is the protector of Virginia. You do not need protection from the protector of Virginia, do you?
Perhaps we do, madam. What of Boston?
Boston is irrelevant. Boston is not Virginia.
Our fates are heavily intertwined, would you agree?
No, I would not agree.
Madam, we depend on trade from New York, from Boston, from Charleston, everywhere. This is more than rumor, madam. We know the powder is gone. That powder was purchased at public expense, and it must be returned.
No one better suited to address these concerns than Mr. Peyton Randolph. He's the Speaker of that House and the President of that Continental Congress of yours up in Philadelphia, so very fond of. I beg you, allow him to speak to His Excellency for an unruly mob such as this.
Fire must be met with fire, madam. Our independent companies ensure that we still have a voice in Virginia. And will be heard.
now confirm the fears that we have held and that have grown over this past year. Who here can now deny the plan to undermine our rights and fleece us of the liberty? Liberty we always know has free, full Britain.
Hey, good to see you, sir. What's happened? Has Virginia property been stolen this night? Hurry! No longer are we to be trying to escape. Handle of our peers, friends. No, now we have to be transported to a time and place of His Majesty's choosing.
All right. And those Dartmouth letters were not just sent to Rhode Island, nor were they just sent to Massachusetts. They signified the command that all governors were to arrest, detain, and secure all gunpowder or any sort of arms or ammunition to be imported into these colonies. All of these colonies.
Aye.
We can plainly see the ministry's design. Those who aren't afraid to see it. We do not act like Bostonians, and yet we ought to be treated like them. Does that seem fair? No! I say it is not. We cannot continue to allow these abuses to our constitutional rights.
Hear, hear. No, we cannot.
If we wish to be free, my brothers, then we must fight!
Yeah! We stand with you, James.
Show me all. We will now march on the governor's home. And together, we are going to teach that traitor the consequences of bringing injustice to Virginia! To the right of our fight! March to the palace now and demand an audience with the governor.
Aye.
My company and these brave people be pleased to escort you!
I am honored that you think me worthy of such an escort. However, on this occasion, I must respectfully decline your offer. You see, there's no need for military force simply to deliver a petition of inquiry to his lordship.
But, Mr. President, so you don't understand what's going on, sir. We are all in great
I
danger.
understand your concern all too well, Captain. And indeed, we all have much to be concerned about. Politics may seem like war at times, but whenever possible, I prefer to draw ink over blood.
Mr. Speaker, or should I say, Mr. President of the Congress, I've just witnessed an armed body of men making towards my home, and yet early this morning I awake to threats against my home. Now, what in the name of decency could possibly inspire the once respectful populace? Mr. Randolph, you will explain your rabble immediately, sir.
I assure you, my lord, that as Virginia, we only seek to remonstrate peacefully and find answers regarding the removal of the gunpowder.
The powder is the king's gunpowder, and I have the authority to command
Your authority is not being questioned. I've only been asked to present to you a petition conceived by the corporation of this city to make inquiry as to the removal of the gunpowder in the still dark hours of this morning.
Well, the powder was removed upon my order, and is ever under my watchful eye, so none of you have to fear its safety.
As you shall read, my lord, our petition begs leave to represent to your excellency that as the magazine was erected at the public expense of this colony, we deem it to be the only true repository to be resorted to in times of imminent danger.
A petition presented by the town council, so does not excuse your illegal assemblies that have so arrogantly and thoughtlessly called into question the supremacy of the king and his government. And is it your intention, Mr. Randolph, to gain power by the sanctioning of military companies that would threaten violence against His Majesty's most loyal ministers?
My Lord Governor, all who stand before you today are dutiful subjects of His Majesty, committed to a calm and peaceful resolution of our present dilemma. However, many of us cannot help but see the removal of the gunpowder in light of the knowledge that you and all the colonial governors have been ordered to secure all stores of powder and weapons.
To give assurances to all here assembled, I do swear upon my word and honor. Whenever the powder is wanted for any insurrection, uprising, or any other hostile undertaking, it shall be delivered with all speed and diligence.
$1960. Oh. So okay, so they're
Virginia
doing
Road
the
wagon.
yeah.
Well, that would be for the pioneers.
For like Queen Elizabeth visits and stuff, they still get that out.
Oh, is that right?
Do?
For
How cool is that?
It's for the. This would be for the. Would be for the saddles. Would be for the saddles.
just the feed room.
There you go. Yeah, sleep there with the horses, huh?
The stable boys.
Yeah. Now it'd ruin it. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead. Yeah.
Collar underneath.
I'm gonna go in there.
Forehead's nice. Not really nice. Oh, look at those flowers.
Yeah. Marigolds.
Yeah. Yeah, marigolds.
Here's the kitchen, I think. Oh wow, look at this garden.
Nice.
Wow.
This is the kitchen garden.
Yeah, we got plenty of wood for the kitchen.
Can we make a potty?
Nice.
Try to get some bees.
Yeah, if you go over to the other side, there's a bathroom on the other side of the palace. I thought that was a dead body. It scared me.
All the herbs.
Yep, all the herbs for cooking. Those look like peonies.
They do.
These
but
are
they
peonies, yeah. Well, the peonies bring the ants.
Yeah, you want a lot of relatives.
There's basil over there.
That's our state flower.
What, peony? Is it really?
Yeah, Ludo's.
Oh, what's that? Okay.
Broccoli.
That's a nice garden.
Yeah, this is really nice.
Does it have those water?
Another, yeah, I hate to think of the orange juice in the middle of my dinner plate, but yeah, you might have orange juice in a glass. What else is on that dinner plate? Meats, vegetables. So vegetables.
Kirsten went to the bathroom, but it almost looks like we could probably do the next.
Yes, we could.
Next tour.
You could move the
Smokehouse.
You could turn the cabin into
The
a...
meat's hanging
Yeah,
out.
there it is.
Actual meat?
Yeah.
Oh, it smells good. Oh, it smells good.
It does smell
They
good.
have this at Fort Ligonier too.